KTK exclusive. We start off with this. More than 50 wolf dogs left to fend for themselves on an abandoned property in Athens after their owner suddenly dies. KTK's Katie Carver uncovers the dark side of backyard breeding and the few regulations to stop that.
You never know what you'll find working in the dark.
On June 28th, the Henderson County Sheriff's Office answered a welfare call to check on Bill Lambert, owner of Starcross Wolves in Athens.
Once they saw the gates were locked, they had some concerns about going on to the property because they knew about the wolf dog. Mr. Lambert hadn't been seen in a couple of weeks. And I told him go ahead and cut a link out of the chain and go on into the property to check and make sure everything was okay.
Deputies discovered Lambert had committed suicide, leaving behind his dogs to fend for themselves.
This has happened before with others where they get in over their head with breeding facilities, and unfortunately they have nowhere to turn. So we found out that there were over 50 dogs that were either released, escaped, or just languishing in the hot Texas sun.
Then we worked the death investigation and then started getting a hold of our animal control deputies and started trying to find placement for the wolf dogs.
An animal rescue called Villalobos, based in New Orleans, came to East Texas to save them, setting traps, catching canines, and rebuilding enclosures. John Raymer, executive director of Kindness Ranch, was one of the volunteers who answered their call for help, making the 16-hour drive to Athens from Wyoming.
I've never seen animals in such conditions before. These animals, no creature deserves to live in the filth that I saw today.
One of Lambert's customers, Brittany Bestia, bought a dog 3 years ago.
We ran into a lot of red flags. Our dog came home with parvovirus. She also came home with some worms that we discovered.
Lambert advertised his wolf dogs as having 90% wolf genes. Bestia bought a dog he claimed was 89% wolf, only to find out later through DNA tests that her dog was only 5.8%. KETK News found similar complaints dating back to 2004. There is no evidence that Lambert was ever licensed by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulations.
He knew this regulation and he kept his breeding females under 11 so he would never have to be regulated.
The Texas Humane Legislation Network is pushing for better laws regulating puppy mills to keep this from happening.
We are really hoping that the Texas Dog and Cat Breeder Act is not sunsetted, but in fact strengthened, and so we can lower that number of breeding females from 11 to 5. If we keep the threshold at 11, we are going to miss so many more like this gentleman who was clearly every bad element of a backyard breeder.
The remaining wolf dogs are so feral that Villalobos Rescue is raising money to buy the property for the rest of the animals to live out their days. One captured on the property, now named Q, is living in Wyoming on Kindness Ranch, where he is learning how to trust for the first time. A heartbreaking ordeal leaving a lasting impact on many. Katie Carver, KETK News.
According to their Facebook page, Villalobos right now raising more than $50,000 to buy their property.